Hey, it's Christina with Dina Girl Travels, and today I'm taking you on board the Crown Princess to have a look at all the shops on board and what you can expect to find in each one. Let's go have a look. We're going to start with Calypso Cove, located midship, deck 6. I would call this the main shop, where you'll find something for everyone, all kinds of souvenirs and clothes. So depending on where you're sailing, that will determine what they're selling. Obviously, we are sailing to Alaska, so the specialty items that you see are Alaska themed, and you'll see plenty of warmer clothing. So the night before the cruise, I realized I forgot to pack a coat, and we come from a very warm climate and I wasn't expecting the rain and any cold. So I ran around that evening looking for a coat, but let me tell you, do not worry. If you forget to bring a coat to Alaska, you most definitely will find one here on the ship. And if you don't find one like you like here, there are thousands of them to choose from in each port, as well as toques, gloves, and whatever else you might need. If you're shopping on board, what you're buying is tax-free, which can be a great savings. But keep in mind what your country offers for your exemptions. If you are making a large purchase exceeding your duty-free allowance, you will need to pay a tax on that later. So Calypso Cove offers inclusive sizing from extra small to triple XL. Their clothing range from basic ship brands to stuff like Helly Hansen and other name brands. Calypso Cove is also where you'll find toiletries. Somehow I always seem to forget something at home, and here you'll find pretty much everything you'll need. At least it should get you through to the first port of call, where you can visit a full-size pharmacy should you need something special. I noticed they have Tylenol and Advil on the shelves. We sailed on a ship recently where you had to go to the medical center for that. They also have children's Tylenol, so that's a good thing. You'll also find Dramamine and the wristbands here for motion sickness, toothbrushes, toothpaste, antacids, suntan lotion, band-aids, nail clippers, shavers, and feminine hygiene products. This store is also the store you'll find things for the kids and the grandkids. Whether they're traveling with you or you left them at home and you need to bring something home to them, you'll probably find it here. There are all kinds of toys, from stuffies to puppets, clothing, books, models of the ship. There are things for teens in your life like the ship's logo, charging cables, there's mugs, water bottles, tote bags, and of course there's always candy and snacks. Calypso Cove also carries several pieces of Alaska native art for you to take home. There are some really beautiful pieces here. We're getting to the end of our tour of Calypso Cove. On the far end, you'll find cigars, liquor, cigarettes, and of course, you can't go home without rum cake and smoked salmon. That sounds like a good combination. Just like on any cruise ship, the shops will never be open while a ship is in port, but once you're out at sea, they will be open for you to shop in. We're going to head into Essence, the cosmetic shop. This is where you'll find perfumes and lotions and all the sweet smelling potions you could ever want. There's a full range of skincare products that cater both to men and women. You'll find all the major brands and likely some surprise brands you may not have ever seen or tried. The consultants working in the shop were very knowledgeable and they carry a wide range of product, catering to different skin types, ensuring the passengers find the best products for their unique skin needs. Right next door, you're going to find beautiful jewelry and watches, and just like on any cruise ship, you're going to find rotating sales throughout the week. So be sure to check the daily planner for those dates and times. Meridian Bay was an interesting shop. Here you're going to find things like sunglasses, some very interesting jewelry. You'll see the Pandora charms and some clothing like bathing suit cover-ups. But this store had something very interesting to offer that I have never seen before. And because I am a self-proclaimed bag lady, meaning I love purses and bags, especially high-end bags, not that I own too many of them, but I can appreciate the workmanship, design, and materials used in making them. As I walked into this shop, somehow I got wind that they were selling pre-owned high-end bags. And I'm talking creme de la creme high-end, like the famous Birkin bag that had a price tag of $21,000 US, which is actually pretty good if you know anything about Birkin bags. They also had Louis Vuitton, Chanel, and Hermes. These brands actually hold their value and are truly classics. I did not come prepared to buy a Birkin, but it was fun to see one up close and personal. Another place on the ship that you can shop is on the Promenade Deck 7. Right outside the Crown Grill, you'll find the photo gallery. Here you'll find things like GoPro cameras, GoPro accessories, memory cards, batteries, tripods, binoculars, and if you're into scrapbooking or photo journaling, you'll also find kits for that in this area. You'll also find a large selection of medallion holders. This is something that you wear at all times while on board. It's usually just worn around your neck on a lanyard, but here you can buy all sorts of holders, from something like a watch band that the little medallion pops into, to a keychain, a clip of sorts. You have options for this. Cruising to Alaska, don't you worry if you have a sudden urge to see that glacier up close, they've got you covered. The photo department will come by and offer to sell you a pair of binoculars right there on the deck. Now that's convenient. One last place to buy stuff that you may not have thought of is the Princess Fine Arts Gallery. You can head on way down to the plaza deck on deck 5 and wander through the gallery of paintings, sculpture, and glass. And of course, you can buy any piece you like. They'll gladly ship it home for you. Thanks so much for joining me here today on my shopping tour of the Crown Princess. If you love shopping as much as I do, be sure to hit that subscribe button and leave me a note in the description below of where you're watching from and where your next cruise is going to. I have more shopping videos coming up on what you can expect to find for souvenirs in each port of call in Alaska. You won't believe how different each port of call is and all the beautiful handcrafted items they offer. Thanks so much for watching Tina Girl Travels, and I'll see you again soon.